Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. These are the scary faces in the trees that moved when no one was looking. When you look up at an old tree, you may notice its bark has these small divots all over it. These aren't the kind of markings that could be explained by bugs or birds. But when you get closer, you see their faces carved into the tree. They have eyes, noses, and mouths. And they appear to be screaming in terror. What would you do if you were walking through the woods and saw this? Let us know in the comments below. These faces have terrified people who have seen them. Some believe these are the faces of those lost in the woods who never made it out. Others say they're the spirits of the forest warning travelers to stay away. But how did these faces get there? And is there anything behind them? When we look at the faces more closely, we can see that each face is different. The first has 2 eyes, a nose, and an open mouth like he's screaming. Next to him is another face, but it doesn't seem so scared. It looks like it's smirking! This man seems to have scars on his face. And next to him is another face with an open mouth and sharp teeth. It looks like something out of a nightmare. There are even pictures of what appears to be a female face. She has long flowing hair, and her face is distorted in pain. If these images didn't scare you enough, just wait until you hear what happened to those who stayed too long. According to local legend, anyone who stays in the area for too long will go crazy. That's because the forest is said to be cursed. In fact, some who have entered the forest never came back. Those who did come back told stories of hearing voices, seeing ghostly figures, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. One of the most terrifying legends about this place is that there's a creature living here that preys on young girls. It's said to look like a huge dog with glowing red eyes. If that's true, then it could explain why so many young women go missing around here. One day, a girl was walking home from school when she disappeared without a trace. The police searched for her for weeks, but they never found any sign of her. Some say she was taken by the beast that lurks in these woods. There are also legends of a phantom hitchhiker. He was last seen wearing a leather jacket and a cowboy hat. People say they often see his ghost standing by the side of the road at night. If you pick him up, he'll ask you to drive him to an isolated part of town. And then, once you stop the car, he disappears. But what about those faces in the trees? Who carved them and why? Well, there are 2 theories. First, the locals say that during the Great Depression, a family lived in the woods. They were so poor that the father started carving faces into trees to sell to tourists. The tourists would pay him for the wood carvings and then take the souvenirs home with them. The second theory is much darker. Some say that back in the 1800s, there was a traveling carnival in the area. One night, several men were drinking heavily. They got into a fight that left 3 men dead. In a panic, the killer took their bodies into the forest and carved their faces into trees to mock them. But these aren't the only mysterious faces you can find in nature. So let's take a look at some other examples. You may not believe this, but there are actually faces carved into stones all over the world. These ones were found in England and appear to show the face of an ancient deity. They've been here for centuries, and experts believe they may have been used in rituals. But why would ancient people carve faces into stones? Were they trying to communicate with the dead or with gods? What about this one? We don't know where this picture was taken, but there's a clear face staring back at the camera. It's as if someone is watching our every move. But what about this one? Is this a natural formation, or was this carved by human hands? We don't really know. What about this one? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Some people believe there are faces hidden everywhere, but we just have to know where to look. Take this rock, for example. Do you see anything? How about now? What about this one? Do you see the face in the tree? How about now? There are even faces in fruit. Just look at this apple! Can you see the face inside? There's even a face in this banana. Some people say that when you peel a banana, you should throw the peel over your shoulder. That's because you never know who you might wake up. But what if you see a face in the clouds? For example, take a look at this photo. What do you see? Some say they see a face with a mustache. Others say they see a woman with flowing hair. But what about this one? Do you see the face of a monkey? What about this one? Some say they see a man with a beard. Others say they see a demonic creature. What do you see? Let us know in the comments below. If you thought these faces were scary, just wait until you hear about the House of Skulls. A man opened up his new home to find a secret room filled with hundreds of skulls. These were real human skulls, and they had been hidden there for decades. The discovery shocked the owner, and police are still trying to figure out where the skulls came from. In another case, a homeowner was renovating his house when he found a secret wall. When he broke the wall down, he found a dark secret inside. It was a hidden basement that nobody knew about. The basement was filled with thousands of disturbing items, including old medical equipment, animal bones, and taxidermy. It was clear that whoever lived here before him was very disturbed. If you want to hear more about these terrifying discoveries, check out our videos about haunted houses. We have one coming up right now that you might like. It's about a haunted house that changed people's faces. In the video, we share the story of a house that's said to be cursed. Anyone who stays in the house for too long is said to come out looking older and more tired. One woman even claimed she saw ghosts while staying in the house. So, if you want to learn more about this and other haunted houses, be sure to check out our upcoming video. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching!